Dear students, in this lecture we will learn about the secant method to solve a non-linear equation if of x equal to 0. The steps which will be followed in secant method: the first one is you will be given a function, a non-linear function along with the interval a b. We need to find f of a and f of b. That it means that we need to replace x by a in the given function and then x by b in the given function to obtain f of a and f of b. Now the third one is we need to find c. In bisection method we find c by midpoint formula a plus b by 2, but in secant method we will obtain c by secant formula, and this is the formula for c. C will be obtained by a into f of b minus b into f of a divided by f of b minus f of a. This is the value of c. F of b, a f of b minus b f of a. A will be multiplied by f of b and b will be multiplied with f of a, then divided by the same f of b minus f of a. So this formula is for the value of c. So whenever we obtain c, we need to replace a by c, and secant formula replace a by c and above formula and find f of c. Now we will repeat the process to get the required accuracy, to desired accuracy, to find the value of c for which f of c is nearly equal to 0. So let us solve an example. Example is find the root of 2 cos hyperbolic x minus sin x is equal to 1 using secant method with an accuracy of 4 decimal places. Take 0.4 and 0.5 as the two starting points. So that is a and this is b, and this is the given non-linear function, and we need to use secant method. So solution is that is the given function. Shift this one towards that side, so that will be equal to 0, and compare this thing with f of x equal to 0 to get f of x equal to this side, so that is f of x. Similarly, a is given to be 0.4 and b is given to be 0.5. First of all, we need to find f of a. Put a instead of x here. F of a means f of 0.4, so that will be 2 cos hyperbolic 0.4 sine of 0.4 minus 1. Remember that your calculator must be in radian mode whenever you are dealing with trigonometric functions or hyperbolic functions. Keep your calculator in radian mode. So that is the value of f of a. Calculate this with the help of calculator, so that will be minus 0.1580. Secondly, calculate f of b. F of b means f of 0.5. F of 0.5 means 2 cos hyperbolic 0.5 into sine of 0.5 minus 1. Calculating this difference, we will get 0.0812. We see that f of a is negative and f of b is positive, so the root will lie between a and b. Anyways, so that is f of a and this is f of b. Now using secant method to find c, this is c, which is equal to a f of b minus b f of a divided by f of b minus f of a. A is 0.4, that is 0.4. F of b is 0.0812, this is f of b, minus b is 0.5, so that is 0.5. F of a, this is f of a, which is minus 0.1580, divided by f of b minus f of a, this minus that, so this minus that. Whenever we calculate this quotient, we will get 0.46604. This is the value of c. Now in that manner we will construct a table for various iterations. We see this column represents number of iterations. This is for a, this is for B, f of A, f of B. Remember that A, B, then f of A, then f of B. After that we will calculate C. This is C. So C, because for C we need A, B, f of A and f of B, so that's why first of all we need to know about A, then B, then f of A, then f of B, then we'll be able to find C. So and the last one is f of C. So with the help of calculator we will find the value of f of C and the value of C. So let us try to understand how could we construct this table with the help of calculator. First of all we need to put f of A, the given function. The given function is actually 2 cos hyperbolic x into sine x minus 1. So instead of x we will write A, so that is 2. Then we need to write cos hyperbolic A. Hyperbolic functions will be from this tab. So press this HYP button. You'll see here that which function you want to enter. So we need to enter cos hyperbolic, and this cos hyperbolic is related with 2. So press 2. So you see, and the display cos hyperbolic appears. So 2 cos hyperbolic A, so that is A, multiplied by sine A, so that is sine of A minus 1, so that is f of A. Then f of B, so put a colon sign here. F of B we need to replace x by B and the given function, so 2 cos hyperbolic is 2, so that is 2 cos hyperbolic B into sine B, so that is sine B minus 1, and then put a colon sign here. Now we need to obtain C by this formula. We see that f of A in this calculator we have written here. So if you want to denote this f of A by some symbol, say E or F, whatever you want. So for example, if you want to denote this first one by say E, then that is E, then E equals 2. So E, so f of A is denoted by E in our calculator. Then f of B, this is f of B, so denote this f of B by say F, so that is F is equal to, so we have denoted f of B by F, that is f of B. Now we need to enter C, so C is equal to in fraction form A f of B, so that is A, but f of B, f of A is denoted by E. F of A, see here, f of A is denoted by E here, this is E, and f of B is denoted by F, this F. So here C is A f of B, but f of B is denoted by F, so A into F, shift, and this is F. Then negative sign is there, so minus B, so that is B into f of A. F of A is denoted by E in our calculator, so right here E, then divided by f of B minus f of A, the same f of B, the same f of A. So in our case f of B is F and f of A is E, so right here f of B minus, and this is E. and that is the value of c. And in the last column is about f of c. So the given function is actually 2 cos hyperbolic x into sine x minus 1. So instead of x we need to write c here, so that is 2, then hyperbolic function cos hyperbolic, this is 2 cos hyperbolic c into sine of c minus 1. So you see that all those functions f of a, f of b, c and f of c are written in this display. So these are the functions using. So we need to press this calc button. We need to press this calc button. The calculator will ask you about the value of a. So a in this case is 0.4. So right here 0.4 equals to, asking about b is 0.5, so that is 0.5 equals to, this is e is actually f of a. So f of a is minus 0.15 at 0 minus 0.15 at 0. We need to find the root up to 4 decimal places, so we will write f of a up to 4 decimal places, 1, 5, 8 and 0. This is f of a. So whenever you press e, you will get f. F is actually f of b, and f of b is 0.0812, 0.0812 up to 4 decimal places, and then equals to, this is c, 0.46604. So up to 4 decimal places, 0.466 and 0. And the last one is about f of c, that is minus 1.897 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 3. We need to if you want to convert this not in scientific notation but just in decimal notation, so you need to press this E and G button. It increases. So we see here this arrow sign, go back, this arrow sign is associated with shift. So shift this button reduces, shift this button, now this is cross 10 power 0. So this is minus 0.001 and 897. So this is actually f of c. Now again we need to replace a by c. So replacing this a, this a by c, this is c. C is actually this thing, 0.46660. This is c. So replacing a by c, b is the same, 0.5. So whenever you press equal to, it will ask you about the value of a. In our case a is 0.4660, so 0.4660 equals to, asking about b is 0.5, 0.5 is equal to, now this is e is actually f of a, and this is in 10 raised to the power minus 3. So shift this button, shift this button, shift this button. Now this is 10 power 0, so this is minus 0.020, minus 0.0019. Correct this value, that is actually minus 0.00210, and whenever this equals to, then this is f, 0.0812, 0.0812 up to 4 decimal places equals to, this is c, c is 0.4668 and equals to, this is f of c, so that is again 10 power minus 5. So reducing this, minus 0.00024, so minus 0.000, and this is 2. Now again replace a by c, replace this a by that c, so this is c, b is the same, 0.5, so equal to A is 0.4668, 0.4668 is equal to B is 0.5, 0.5 is equal to, now this is again, this is f of A, so reduce this, then again this thing, this is 0. Minus 0.008, correct this value, then equal sign, f is 0.0812 up to 4 decimal places, C is minus 0.4668, and again this is f of C, so f of C will be from here, this is f of C minus 0.000974. Anyways, we see that these two consecutive values of C are nearly equal to each other up to 4 decimal places, so this is the required root. From table we see that the two values of C from last two rows, these two values of C from last two are identical, are same up to 4 decimal places, so therefore the required root is minus 0.4668 up to 4 decimal places. So this is secant method to solve this is a non-linear equation.